It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, Mzansi. Yes, it is your Feel Good Breakfast show. And this morning, honey, we're getting a little bit international. But it is the international experiencing here, local. And what exactly am I talking about? Well, Howard University in the United States, they've sent over some amazing students that are here to immerse themselves in the culture and life and just even the language that is Zulu in our beautiful country, South Africa. And, of course, it is all about that HU Zulu in South Africa program. And it's all about studying abroad and getting to know what exactly Zulu is all about here in Mzansi. So, who exactly is here to tell us all about it? Well, I want to test out just how well, in fact, they are doing when it comes to their Zulu, because they're being taught by one of the best. I'm talking about Dr. Sipho Sithole. He is here. He is a lecturer, and he is the one who is actually behind this incredible program. And friends, I am so excited for us to get to know more, because they're here to experience, yes, the language and getting to know even more about what exactly it is when we talk about the Zulu culture. But they're actually getting to know the urban and the rural parts of KZN as well as Gauteng. So let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody. You know what's up, Dr. Sithole. You know what's up. But I want to say sanibonani.
Yebo, sawubona.
Ninjani?
Siyaphila wena njani?
I'm feeling cozy. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Wait, did you guys learn all of this like while you were here in South Africa? Before you didn't like get to know anything else?
We learned introductions in class.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, Kalubuza, manikama lakho. Wena.
Agamalami Gingu Amaya.
Amazing.
Igamalami Gingu Kaori Isibongo Sami Cannon.
Ooh, child, yes.
Igamalami Gingu Janasia.
Good. Let's give them a round of applause. Come on. That is not easy, guys. Well done. Okay, let me start with the doctor, the man behind all of this, because, I mean, doctor, I feel like this is really so incredible. The fact that you've got this program that is just all about allowing our Howard University students come and immerse themselves in the Zulu culture. But, you know, what exactly is it that you find most rewarding about being able to teach Zulu to our incredible peeps that are coming from abroad?
I guess for me, it's really from imagining what the Zulus are, who the Zulus are, where we live and how we live, in class in the US, and then finally coming here and experiencing it and feeling it and touching it. Because the whole idea is to say, it's not enough just to teach the language, but you must live with the people. Take them to the villages, show them how to go fetch water from the river and everything.
Wow.
And everything they have to know about the greatest Zulu kingdom, the greatest Zulu kings that ever lived, taking them to the cultural sites, to the historical sites in Zululand, whilst we're also teaching, because it's quite an immense program. It's 140 hours of teaching the actual isiZulu, and then also taking them out to go and experience and mingle.
That's incredible. And beautiful ladies, I have to come to you because I'm just like, I can imagine that there's so much to adapt to, because South Africa and the US, completely different. You know, yes, we have one or two sort of, you know, things that allow us to have that common sort of ground. But how are you adapting to this new cultural, I want to say, experience? We can start with you.
So for me, it has been like a very big change, but honestly, it's been something that I wouldn't trade for the world. So I wouldn't really say that there's specific ways that I have adapted, just fully immersing myself within the culture, just taking everything on head on, not being scared to try new things, and also not being closed-minded. I feel like it's very important to be open-minded, because if you go into these settings closed-minded, then you're not going to be receptive of the things that are going on around you. So just making sure that, like, I'm always focused in class and everything.
I love that. You are focused, honey. You spoke that Zulu, okay? You guys are doing the thing.
Of
course. It's my pleasure, Tom. But, my love, I want to ask you then, in terms of just, you know, not even just the cultural differences, but even just the ways in which we do things on a completely different level. How has that been?
Yes. So things as small as the roads, like I've noticed the steering wheel is on the right side. The roads are like reversed. But I'm glad we get to immerse ourselves into the culture and actually meet the people and not just learning the language, because I've noticed that the people of South Africa are so resilient. Like, we did a homestay at the professor's house, and at home, I take like 30-minute hot showers. The water stays hot the whole time. And we had to do like 5-minute bird baths to keep the water from running out, or keep the cold water, like keep the hot water running. And it's just taught me how different you guys live. You conserve so much. The bathrooms, it's not like a roll in every public bathroom, a roll of tissue, there's like pieces of tissue. You grab your own tissue.
Yeah.
There's not always paper towels. There's not always soap. And I'm like, it makes me appreciate the little things that I have.
That's incredible. I've never heard anyone call it a bird bath. That's new. I
That's
like that. I'm
called bird
keeping that.
bath.
We're keeping that term, okay?
This one went to fetch water, actually.
Oh, I did?
Girl, you know that when he said when to go fetch water, I was going to say, I've never even fetched water, okay? There's like a tank at home, I suppose, as in like in the rural areas. But that's incredible. But talk to me a little bit just about, you know, what exactly made you want to get to know the Zulu language, Janesha? Why did you think to yourself, I want to be part of this program?
Truthfully, Dr. Sipo Satole.
Really?
Yes, when he came to Howard University last year,
Yeah.
he truthfully changed my life.
Oh.
I've never had a professor so caring and supportive
Yeah.
and that just genuinely loves to teach.
Yeah.
He took me from the traditional classroom setting that I was used to and transitioned my whole Howard experience. I came to South Africa because of him. He taught us how to dance and how to say war songs and war cries. And honestly, I fell in love. I had to come here and experience it myself.
That is so beautiful. I love that. Yes, life changer. I love that. So one last thing, Dr. Sithole, just to kind of just wrap things up. You know, when we talk about the program in itself,
we're wrapping it up already.
Yes, we have the 7, 8 years. Talk to us. How do you see this program evolving? And, you know, how did you actually make it as important? And I want to also say just as different as you have for them to be able to have the experience they've had.
I think the US government really invests in making sure that their citizens can acquire foreign languages.
Sure.
Because this is made possible by the Department of Education, which is called the Foreign Language Studies. And that's really, we're going to continue to do this. This is now our 3rd year in South Africa.
Yes.
And we're coming back every year. And we'll also be asking again for interviews with a different cohort of students.
Yes.
And how we see it, we want them to be able to converse fully in isiZulu and also understand the culture.
That's beautiful. I love that. And guys, I have to ask you, because I mean, you're here for 6 weeks and then you're back out. When you get back to the US, what is the first thing you're going to tell them about in terms of South Africa?
The dancing.
That's right.
Yes.
We're huge on that. I love that. Yeah, and you, babe?
The singing, like we sing in class, and I understand why the professor wanted us to be so passionate about the singing, because I feel like everybody here can sing. Like, I was like, do they have to take singing class in primary school or something? Because everybody can sing, and it's like you feel it in your heart when they sing. There's no need for like a microphone. Their voices are so loud, and you can feel the pride. It's like you can feel the pride they have for their country when they sing.
And I've been telling everyone I'm Beyonce, so I need you to, like, you know, please help me out and tell them that. I love that. And you, my babe?
For me, it's Ubuntu. I am because you are. Leaning on your community and allowing them to lean on you as well.
Yes. Oh, guys, siyabonga. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys are
Siyabonga.
incredible and well
Siyabonga,
done
Nat.
for what you're doing, because it's so different to go to another country and have to immerse yourself the way that you are. You know, sometimes we'll like go to Italy and be like, oh, I'm immersing myself, but you're there for 2 days. You guys are literally living the life, fetching water and everything. So well done on that, and all the best for your
Siyabonga.
future.
Siyabonga.
Kubonga mina. And thank you, Dr. Sithole, for doing what you're
Thank you so
doing.
much. Yes.
Oh, man. Mzansi, do you see this? Do you see the way that we're having just such a beautiful cultural exchange? It is Howard University. There's Zulu in South Africa. Beautiful study abroad program that is doing amazing things, as you can tell. Look, now we've got friends here in Expresso that are from the US. And honestly and truly, I feel like it is one thing that we can always say. It is that Ubuntu, that